question of the week. The question of the week this week comes from Susan from Australia. You're a lucky number one in question of the week. Our first question. So her question is, she wants a request on training tips for how to deal with separation anxiety. Separation anxiety is it's not something you want to work on. It's not something I can tell you, this is how you fix separation anxiety, because separation anxiety is the combination of everything you do with your horse. How you lead it, how you catch it, all that sort of stuff. Most horses with separation anxiety really don't have a firm leader. They're a little bit lost in the world. Separation anxiety is not something I usually try and work on because it's just a symptom of a lot of other things. Recently here I had two warm blood dressage horses that were, one was 9, one was 10. Mare and a gelding. They both were owned by the same owner, and they came in for a couple of months rehabilitation. You know, they were older dressage horses that just kind of lost the plot a little bit. And so one of them had really bad separation anxiety problems with the mare. The gelding didn't want to go away from the mare. If you put him in the cross ties, he danced and pranced. If you took him out and took him out of the barn and took him up to the round pen, every 5 seconds he would whinny and scream your ear off, I just ignored it because that's not something you work on. But once I got to where he was listening to me, paying attention, looking to me for direction mostly, that got less and less. And he was here probably, 5 weeks before I had one day where he didn't whinny at all. Now, when I first started, it was all day, every day. But after 5, so they're here for, 2 months, but after 5 weeks, I got the first day with no whinny at all. And you could take him out trail riding, put him out in the turnout, put her out next to him, take her away, and he would just stand there. Whereas initially, as soon as she was out of sight, he would run around silly. Same thing in the cross ties. You put him in the cross ties, and if she was there, you put her away, he'd want to be all silly. But anyway, so the answer is, it's not really something I worked on. It's, fixing that separation anxiety is just the sum of all the parts, you know what I mean? I'll show you a quick clip here in a minute. I recently had a 3-year-old warm blood stallion who's going to be a dressage horse later in life. He came here to be started, and he was here for 2 months. I didn't see any of that separation anxiety type stuff with him while he was here, but he wasn't attached to any of my horses. So they came and picked him up the other day to take him home, the owner did, and she had her other horse in the trailer. And I had him in turnout out here, and when that other trailer drove past and that horse whinnied to him, he whinnied and he ran up and down the fence and carried on and started to get a little bit of that separation anxiety. So the clip I'm about to show you is when I go in there to catch him. So to set the scene from the where the way the camera's looking, over on the right side of the screen is where the horse trailer is parked, and you'll notice he's quite intent on looking over there. When I come in to catch him, I just want you to watch how I catch him and make sure he's thinking about me all the time, and he ends up catching pretty good, and then he walks out paying pretty much attention to me. That's how I catch every horse every time. I don't ever go up to a horse to get caught. I don't go up to a horse to catch it. I make sure the horse catches me and make sure it's paying attention to me. Anyway, have a look at this clip. I'll talk you through it, and then I'll talk a little bit more about it afterwards. So you can see right here, I'm walking out to catch him. He's been walking up and down that fence a little bit. See, he's looking at that other horse right now. Now, I could catch him right there, but he's not paying attention to me at all, and I don't usually catch them there anyway. I'm going to walk away and make sure he follows me. So right there, he's pretty good. He's following me. So I'm getting my halter organized. I'm about to catch him, and right there I lose him. So I just walk off again. See his ears come back onto me right there? Very good. Right there he lowers his head. Lets me halter him. So it didn't take very much to get his attention off that other horse, but it takes a lot of training to get that way. But he was distracted to beginning with. If you watch him now, he's really paying attention to me. Now right here at the gate, I lose his attention. But watch this. See, I don't even have to take the slack out of the lead rope before his attention comes back to me. So that's really where I want those horses, to where you can lose their attention and you can bring it back to you really, really easily. And see how well he leads right there? So in that clip you just saw, you can see how just the little things you do can make a difference. You know, that horse wasn't greatly distracted, but he's still distracted. And you can see how easily I could get him back to me, and that's a result of everything I've done with him so far. You know, he is a 3-year-old warm blood stallion. He has every right to be a bit of a lunatic, if you want to let him, but he can be really good like that too if you want. So anyway, that's a question for the week, for the first week. If anybody's got a question for next week, just drop me a line on Facebook and we'll see if we can help you out. Okay, see you next week.